talk. It's all right.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our spring band concert. My name is Mr. Schaefers. I am the band director here in Sullivan. If this is your first time at a band concert, although I know I see a lot of familiar faces, we're going to get started right away, because I know you came here for them and not to hear a bunch of speeches. That'll come later. Our first piece with our 6th grade band is called Star Splitter Fanfare. Our next piece that we're going to play for you is entitled Glorioso, and this piece is, well, we first passed it out and the students kind of looked at me and went, oh, band's starting to get a little bit hard. And at first, it took a couple of weeks. We struggled through the piece, we were trying our best, and finally, just about 2 weeks ago, everything clicked, and we started to be making some awesome music with this one. Today, you might have heard that I played the students a recording of the first notes that they did in our beginning band class, like what our sounds were the first week, because we were talking about improvement, how that's the most important thing, and at first they're like, yeah, I think we've gotten better, and they listened to the recording and went, whoa! What was going on there? It kind of sounded like a train was coming through Sullivan, and not to say that, you know, it was bad or anything like that, it was just beginning instruments. And now, they sound like a full concert band. Let's give them another hand. This is awesome. We have moved on from the 8-measure Mary Had a Little Lamb, and now we are playing full-fledged band music, so that is very exciting. Hope you enjoy Glorioso. Before we play our last piece, I just wanted to hand out some certificates to our students to celebrate their year in band. They do not have to do bands. They have an option, band or choir, and they chose to take on a challenge that not many students would be willing to do, because with band, you have to be willing to struggle for a little bit in the beginning, go, what is that sound? Kind of like a guessing game, and then you get to this. And it is so much more fun and so much more rewarding than many other things. So students, as I call your name, please come up and get your certificate. Let's hold our applause until the very end, until I call all of the students' names. If I mispronounce a name, I'm so sorry. You can send a letter of complaint, and I will work on it. The flute section for this year, we have Mallory Beckman and Shaylin Black. In our clarinet section, which most of our clarinets join somewhere halfway through the year or a quarter into the year, and they are rocking out. I am so happy to have this many clarinets. We started with a little, and it just kept growing and growing, and I wasn't sure if that was normal. And it is such a great thing to have. On clarinet, Keegan Adams. Angelina Collins. Emily Gatewood. And Preston Patient. In our saxophone section, we have Logan Brinkman. Ryan Lawyer. Dawson Montag. Not Montague. I learned that day one. And Larry Yoder. And on the tenor sax, playing the biggest saxophone we have in our 6th grade band, we have William Garcia. In the trumpet section, Haley Biggerstaff. Trinity Courtwright. Daniel Downs. Carly Fitzgerald. Out with an injury, but still present with us tonight at the concert, Aiden Mills, soon returning back to the trumpet. I think we should make that orange our new band uniform. Hayden Oren, there you are. I was like, where are you sitting? Maverick Palmer. David Rose. Raymond Wilson. Moving on to our low brass section, we have Colton Ross on trombone, the fun one with the slide. Logan Hill. Jackson Faulkner. And Dylan Richards. Well, I know how to do this one. And last but not least, our percussion section, we have James Davis Diapolis, Ava Schriever. All right. John Vogel and Luke Walden. Let's give a round of applause to all of our 6th grade dancers. I know in the email I said that our announcements would be after the concert, but then I was considering that the worst thing to do would be to end with like a great last song and then do everything while the cookies and all the refreshments are getting stale and warm. So that's why we're doing them at this time. Our last piece we have for you is entitled Armada. It's a lot of fun to play. Hopefully you think of battling ships as we play it. If you did, then we did it right.
back in a second.
Up next is our 7th and 8th grade band. We're going to start out with a march, because every band concert needs at least 2 marches. So this is Courage March by Harold Bennett. The next piece that we have for you today is the music from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a piece that We've had about three to 4 weeks to work on this. Our primary focus has been our IESA contest that we've had. And so this was kind of our little reward piece, something else to do to keep our minds occupied. So for this piece, we won't be playing all the piece, we'll be playing just a little bit of sections. And while this isn't a complete concert performance, there's so many things that we can fix. We hope that you will enjoy some familiar tunes and hopefully feel like you are on the seas as a pirate. There's a lot of boat pieces this concert. I don't know why that happened. Not for high school though, so almost was a theme. Enjoy pirate. right, you guessed it, there are more band certificates coming up. Before that, as you walked in, you noticed there are a lot of papers in addition to programs, and you guys are going to get these all tomorrow. But for any students that are going to be in 8th grade next year that are interested in possibly marching with the Sullivan High School Marching Band, we open that opportunity up to students who are going to be in 8th grade. There is information packets there in case you're curious. It is a super rewarding experience, and if you're up for the challenge, it is a great time. Moving on to our certificates. Again, if I mispronounce your name, I am so sorry. I'm going to try my best. So, starting with the flutes. Cheyenne Fleschner, Rainey Gardner, Laura Hirschberg, Vanessa Hoffman, Joanne Matthias, Alyssa Shriver, Shriver, oh, let's try that again. Ooh, rewind. Alyssa Shriver, there. First time's the charm. And not with us tonight, we have Hedera Scott, also in the flute section. Our soul but mighty oboist, Zachary Purcell. In the clarinet section, Hayden Dringenberg. That was easy. Staples. Gage Jordan. Skyla Palmer. Cushy Sion. Maddie Taylor. Ethan Vogel. And still counts as a clarinet, although it's just a little bit longer, and rocking it out for the first year, we have Trey McCrill. Big clarinet. He keeps asking me for bigger clarinets. I don't know where I'm going to find them. And not with us tonight, couldn't make it, Izzy Owens. Moving on to the saxophone section, Peyton Isaacs. Eric Schropp. Maddie Walters. Jack Woolen, Drake Poe. See, we have a fan. And last but not least, Kinley Hill. All right. Our one but mighty trumpet player, Cody Holder. I mixed up your name. Let's try that again. Rewind. Cody Holder. That's when Mr. Wally is going to go back in and edit the video so it'll be seamless. In our trombone section, Bo Fleming, Ethan Smith. On the baritone, we have Kiera Bennett. And used to be a trombone, but is also asking for bigger and bigger instruments, which is very exciting. Wyatt Miller on the tuba. Oh, he's already moving. I was like, where did he go? In our percussion section, Morgan Beck, Jalexis Bennett, Will Hagan, Hayden Nodine, And Patrick Zolman. Now with us tonight in percussion, we have JJ Stanifer and Alexis Simmons. All right, and I am not checking my email, I'm just making sure I'm not forgetting to say anything today. Unlock. All right, there is one more award that we have left. This award typically goes to an 8th grade student. 6th grade band. Listen to the voice from Bob. Thank you. This award is called the Director's Award for Band, and this is given to an 8th grade student who has done an awesome job in our band, and this award is so hard to choose. We have so many amazing students in band at every level, and I am just, I wish I could give the award out to so many people. This award, and the student doesn't know they're getting this award tonight, so sorry for the surprise. But this award is given to an 8th grade student who exemplifies the characteristics of a model band student. This student is always ready to learn and take on the next musical challenge, even on the same day that new music is passed out. She's taking advantage of all the musical ensembles available to her and aims to do better each time she picks up her instrument. This year's recipient of the Director's Award for Band is Joanne Mathias. All right, and I think we forgot to give applause. So let's give applause to all of our 7th and 8th grade band students. Here's Etowah. All right, that piece was called Critical Mass, and that is by Todd Stalter, who actually is the band director at Eureka High School up near Bloomington. Fun fact. Or maybe it's not fun, depends on your kind of fun. It's fun for me. Up next, I want to just thank a couple of people who, without them, we would not be able to do the thing that we call band in any form, from our beginning band all the way through our high school band and everything else involved. First up is parents and family and siblings that end up going to the band events, because there's no better place to be. Please stand up and stay standing if you have been involved in any of the volunteering events that I have listed. And if you've done multiple, you can kind of give something like that so we know. That'd be fun too. So, where'd it go? Technology. All right, if you have helped volunteer for marching band, anything related to it, from helping at the camps to chaperoning on the trips, getting water for the games, anything like that, please stand. We'll save our applause until the very end. So any marching band, parent volunteers that we've had, you're out there, you can stand. Okay, now stay standing. Uniform helpers, anyone that's helped with that? Middle school dance volunteers, stay standing, stay standing. Middle school dance volunteers, or anyone that was involved in that. The Christmas tree art volunteers, to make Christmas trees and watch fun Christmas movies. The IESA volunteers, the track concession volunteers, for any students and parents, anyone that's done that. Our St. Louis trip chaperones, and any other volunteering or anything that I might have missed. All right, let's give these people a hand, please. And to get the blood flowing in our legs as well, anyone who is involved, family member or otherwise, in being a parent or guardian of someone in band. Let's have parents and families, please stand. And students, give your parents and families a round of applause. All right. Students, without our parents, we would not be able to do all these awesome things. So thank them, thank them, thank them. You should get them ice cream after the concert. That's a novel idea. All right, up next, I want to thank our Band Boosters Board. If you could please stand to be recognized, we'll do applause again. Elizabeth Mathias, our treasurer. Jennifer Krause, our secretary. And then Michelle Nolan, who at the first meeting, I do have record of, that we said that she was president, except then she said, no, I don't want to be president. I'll be vice president until we find a president. And I asked her again, she says, just don't put anything by her name, but acting as an incognito president for the Band Boosters, Michelle Nolan. Let's give our Band Boosters a round of applause. They had to deal with getting a phone call from me this summer that was, hi, I'm the band director. Cool, anything else? Not really, just wanted to say hello. And last but not least, our administration. We are very supportive to have a supportive administration for the Arts in Sullivan. From being open to the crazy idea of moving the pep band to the audience instead of being on the stage, to allowing us to start both a 5th and 6th grade band next year. I can't thank them enough for their fantastic support and for an environment that fosters our student arts education. I know that Mrs. Reeder is here, so if Mrs. Reeder and any other admins can stand up. Let's give them a round of applause as well. We're almost to the end. I know it's long. Thank you for your patience. Up next is the Nathan Hale Trilogy. It is in 3 different movements. What movements are? They're just different sections of the piece. Hope you enjoy. All right, we'll do a speed round for these band certificates. Thank you so much to all of our high school students, our high school band. They do a lot. They're in marching band, they're in pep band, we're playing in EIU, we're doing all these different things, and our students are involved in a ton of activities. But I will say, I believe that the students that we have in our high school band are some of the finest students in our high school. So, with that being said, in order, yeah, I'll clap to that. All right. Starting with our flute section, Abby Diener, Carly Vogel, and Jonah Workman. Our one but strong oboist and multi-instrumentalist with percussion piano, Blake Thompson. So I'm not blocking that. In our clarinet section, we have Lindsay Jones, Madison Madison Weimer, cut. And on the bass clarinet, Luke Boyle. Moving over to saxophone land, we have Seth Mayberry, Josh Redden, Aiden Short, moving down a major ninth in pitch, we have Dayton Gardner. That was a music joke, forgive me. And on the bass, not the bass saxophone, I wish we had one of those. On the bari saxophone, Ian Hill. He would play the bass. What's with all these low instrumentalists wanting lower instruments? Oh my gosh. In the trumpet section, we have Acacia Dennis. Cheyenne Hunter, Drew Kirk, Stephen Lloyd, and Jonathan Mathias. Unable to be with us today was Christopher Lancaster and Gary Hirschberger. In the low brass, Parker Addison, trombone. Also a trombonist, Winchester Phelps. And in the euphonium baritone land, we have Reagan Krause, Christian Hopper, and Julian Lane. And people that hit stuff with sticks and hands, Ryan Batman, Leighton Bircham, Haley Jones, and Michael Nolan. Let's give our high school band a round of applause. On the list, I promise. French horn. I know where those are, and they are on the copier, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. On the French horn, we're gonna have them stand, and they're gonna get one hot off the press tomorrow morning. We have Anna Mathias, and Julian Poston. And the batting average goes down. Okay, we have section leader awards that we're not giving out during marching band, and they're conveniently in this box over here, and since it's a wireless mic, I will walk and talk. These are awards for people who served as a section leader and or color guard captain in our marching band, and yep, they are in here. Students, I'm going to have you get these afterwards just to save the song and dance of me trying to get them out of that box. So, our drum major for 2017-2018, let's give our applause to the end for everybody, Winchester Phelps. Our field captain, Luke Boyle. Our woodwind section leader, Lindsay Jones. Our high brass section leader, Jonathan Mathias. Our low brass section leader, Christian Hopper. And I'm not sure if she's in the audience tonight, maybe not. Natalie Chance was our color guard captain for this year. Let's give her a round of applause. All right. Our seniors are very near and dear to us in our band program, and they have been in band for a long time, and I'm going to have them stand to be recognized now. It really stinks to lose kids in band, and especially when they graduate. I thought about failing them. That wouldn't really do much, but look a little weird on their transcripts in the future. So, for our seniors, Luke Boyle, I have a little something to say. Sorry. Luke Boyle, please stand. Luke has been an awesome leader in our band program, from serving as field captain to being one of our pep band managers. Luke understands better than I do the importance of honoring families and history, and he knows so much about his family's history and history about World War II and all of that stuff, and it is so cool. I wish that everyone could be into their family's history and lineage just like him. He'll be continuing his music through his participation in the Big Red Marching Band, yes? Yep, the pep band at Western Kentucky University, as well as shredding out on his guitar. Luke Boyle. Jillian Lang. Jillian has been a dedicated student with this band for several years through our color guard, as well as this semester as a euphonium player. Her dedication is evident through her success this semester as a new instrumentalist, a task that many seniors who are about to be done with school and really don't want to do too much more work as it is, would not even dare to try and take on. She will be continuing her musical journey in the University of Illinois Color Guard. Jillian Lang. Josh Renner. Josh is hilarious. He has a pun for everything, and I will always, when I start taking band too seriously, which is not all the time, but I'll be like, do you understand? And he'll go, I understand. And it'll bring me back to the realities that what we are doing is so fun. Josh is super organized too. I always put the rehearsal schedule out on the board. I deviate within the first 30 seconds, and he will always keep me on track and be like, you're forgetting about this. I'm always going, oh shoot, thank you. It has been so fun to have Josh in our marching band, pep band, and all of that with his energy. And I hope you continue your musical journey in the future. Josh Renner. Lindsay Jones. So, Lindsay Jones has been involved in the band program since middle school and has been involved in all of the instrumental ensembles during her time in the Sullivan Band program. Lindsay is a reflective individual who has served as a strong leader in the Sullivan Marching Band and is a details-oriented individual who constantly strives for musical and personal excellence. Every activity and task that Lindsay does is done with the utmost confidence and just awesome precision that is amazing. I mean, from Scholastic Bowl and everything else in the high school, there are many, many people who are going to miss her beyond the band department. And for all of this, Lindsay was awarded the Band Department Award today during our senior award ceremonies. Let's give Lindsay a hand. Winchester Phelps. Got a fan. Winchester has been involved in the Sullivan Band program since middle school. Speaking of middle school, Winchester Phelps has been involved in the Sullivan Band program since middle school. He has been involved in all of the instrumental ensembles available to him during his time in the Sullivan Band program, including the Singers Combo, and has served as a strong leader in the Sullivan Marching Band as drum major. He is always willing to help out the band room, whether or not he is asked to. He is always looking for something to do, always picking up stuff, whether or not someone is watching, which is great integrity. He is a passionate advocate for music, both classical and popular, and he will serve as an ambassador for the power of music long after leaving the band program. Because of these qualities that we see in him, Winchester is being awarded the John Philip Sousa Award, which was introduced in 1955 to honor outstanding individual in the high school band program. It recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. Winchester Phelps. Now you do.
But I would like to speak for all the seniors here. You've been our third director in 4 years, and that's not an easy job to take on because we're all so used to something familiar. You've brought so much joy to all of us, and you've done so much for us. This is the least we can do.
And the last time you need to clap, that won't be the end of the piece. Seniors, please stand. Oh my gosh, I did it again, and I had it written down too. I just got thrown up. Still stands. I am so sorry. Jonah, when I first met him at the beginning of, it was kind of the day where everyone would come in to meet me, he came up to me very, very professionally, says, "Hi, I'm Jonah Workman, I'm going to be a flute player in the band." So I'm talking to him about his experience, and I'm like, "All right, so, you're playing flute." And he goes, "Yeah, I've never played flute before." It's like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "I played saxophone for 1 year, really loved band, but, just wanted to get back into it." And I went, okay, what is going to happen? And you would have no idea that this is his first year playing the flute. He came to the first rehearsal with the music prepared. He's come to all of the rehearsals with the music prepared and a great attitude. He's kind of been like an incognito band student. They're out there. They're always in the hallways. They should have been in band or were in band and quit band. Maybe some of you were those incognito students. But everything that Jonah does in terms of band and mirror images in the school, he is also doing to such a high level and just loves music. He's always playing music, always been involved in music. Jonah Workman. This is the Lion King. Thank